Howdy, folks. Woody Walls from needcoffee.com here. Back again for another Wayhomer review. Here's how it works for the uninitiated. I have just left the cinema. That's that over there. And I have seen a film, and I'm going to tell you about it on my way home, because it's just easier that way. And today we are here to talk about Act of Valor. Alright. So, synopsis first. Act of Valor. Basically, the shot is this. It is kind of like the Tom Clancy Rainbow Six movie that you haven't seen. In that you have an elite group of SEALs, Navy SEALs, who are on the trail of a kind of like a meeting of criminal minds that are coming up with this insane terror plot to screw up the U.S. economy. And it all kicks off when a CIA operative gets abducted, and the SEALs are called in to deal with it, and the more they find out about it, the worse it is. And the hijinks ensue from there. That's pretty much, that's the trailer. So, that's your setup. Now, the deal is, it's very popular today. We may not even get to the road by the time we get done with this thing. Anyway, so here's the deal. So that's your setup. The gimmick of this film, the draw of this film, is that they are using to play the Navy SEALs, active duty Navy SEALs. So, number one, right out of the gate, thank you. Hey, look, a nice person in a Wayhomer. That's awesome. Right out of the gate, let me just say up front that I don't see how it is possible to criticize, a Navy SEAL who is playing a Navy SEAL in their portrayal of a Navy SEAL. I don't know how you do that. I don't have the balls necessary for that. It's not even a ball thing. They're just them. If we're to understand exactly what they've said and it is all correct, then they're just they're doing their job. That's like saying, oh, well, the baseball player played the baseball player, but he wasn't very good at baseball. What? So from the whole standpoint of the Navy SEALs going around Navy SEAling, I guess, if that's a verb, rescuing people, blowing stuff up, and shooting things, it's impressive. It is intense, and the intensity is palpable. And not even just because it's... I can't even really place it. Can I say it's because they had Navy SEALs involved? I don't know. Is it because that they had Navy SEALs that could basically say, no, it wouldn't work like that, it would work like this? I don't know exactly what did it. But it was done, whatever it was. And it was good. So that piece of it is pretty much untouchable. Navy SEALs playing themselves, you can't mess with. Now, what I will say is this. They are, the two places where you can say something about the film are, you've got the editing, which certain things you just go, why did that happen? Like right after the beginning of the movie, so I'm not spoiling anything, you see a Halo team jumping out of a plane. Are they... My camera person's going, yeah, what was that about? Was that our team? I don't know. It wasn't established what they were. All of a sudden, that happened, and then we cut to something else. And it was like, what? So there's certain sequences like that that just linger too long, or that don't make any sense, or don't appear to be tied in. So that piece of it, not so great. Portions of the script weren't so great. Because... And I don't even think it's the fact that, first of all, if you're going to watch Navy SEALs playing Navy SEAls, can I just say, they're not actors. So, they're Navy SEAls. So, they've been trained to, kill things and save people. They're not trained as actors. So, if you go in expecting them to act like, actors, you're going to be disappointed. If you expect them to act and banter like the Marines from Aliens, you're going to be disappointed. But that's not what the film promised, nor was it what I showed up for. That being said, some of the lines that they were saying, I don't know if, Richard Burton and Laurence Olivier could sell them properly. So I think there were certain bits of the script that really needed something. Or at least if you were using the SEALs as consultants to how do I blow up this truck or whatever. Also asked them, how do you guys actually talk? Because it didn't feel like that was how they really talked to each other. And maybe, I don't know, maybe they talk to each other in some classified code or something, I don't know. But I'm just saying, it did not feel natural. But I don't think that's any fault of the guys. So, I mean, yes, the action sequences, which is what I showed up for, and which is what the trailer promised, were excellent. And yes, you could say, okay, well, it's a very rah-rah, it's almost like a recruitment film. And my point to that is, if you're concerned about that, what were you expecting? You have, the Navy SEALs are there. They are consultants on the film. The Navy's there doing consultation on the film, being able to say, no, please don't use that. That's classified. So, I mean, what do you think it's going to turn into? Is it annoyingly so? No. It is actually very moving in places to think about what these folks go through. So it does a very good job of portraying that and not falling into this whole turning into an episode of Army Wives or something. I mean, it's actually pretty well balanced in that regard. So, could it have been a better film? Oh yes, of course. But it wouldn't have been this film, and it wouldn't have had the people involved with it that it did. So, I mean, my take on it is this. If you understand what you're getting when you go into the film, if you understand who's involved, then I think you're going to enjoy it and be impressed with it. That's pretty much it. If you go into it expecting something that it's not, if you think it's going to be it is a big Hollywood thing, but you know what I mean, that big Hollywood feel of just, a big Hollywood military film in which you really don't think that any of this is real, but because it's fictionalized, it sort of feels real. If you go in expecting that, again, the Marines from Aliens is what I kept thinking about, that somebody could go, I don't understand, why aren't they funny every other line that they say? Why aren't they quipping, But it doesn't really work that way. So, yeah. What I would say, I mean, did I enjoy the film? Yes, I enjoyed the film. Apart from those other odd little script and editing bits that just made me go, But what I would say is this. If you go into it with the right expectations, you will enjoy it. If you watch this trailer and you were like, I'm on board with this, then you're probably on board with it. And you should probably at least catch a matinee. And I think you will be pleased. I think you'll be pleased. Cup-wise, I'm doing a 3.5 type of thing. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So check back on the site to see on that. But it is a definitely positive review with the caveats that I've already explained. So yes, so I would recommend that. I would recommend the film if it looks like your sort of film. Now, and the other thing that I would say is, and this is a point made in the film, and this is extremely important, is that part of the what impresses me about the guys in the military, especially like Navy SEALs that are doing things, I'm impressed by anybody that can do something that I can't do. I can't be a Navy SEAL. I mean, for God's sake, look at me. All right, number one. But I am impressed, and I am thankful that we have folks who are keeping the rest of us safe and keeping us as as free as we are, so that I personally have the freedom to drive down a road and have a camera pointed at me and talk about them. And I'm not just saying positive things about them because I think they probably could easily find out where I live. I'm saying that because I actually believe it. So I just want to say thank you to the military, to Navy SEALs and the military and anybody who helps protect us and keep us safe, so that I'm not having to worry about crazy people with AK-47s and grenades and stuff running around and coming up out of rivers and blowing things up. Right? That is very nice. That is very nice. It makes it without freedom you can have no Wayhomers. It's one of those evolutionary things. So to thank you to all of them for what they do, it is appreciated. So anyway, there we go. Another Wayhomer in the can. Pleased with the film, and hope you will be as well. But I will say, if you watched the trailer and it wasn't your thing, don't go see it, because it is pretty much what the trailer says. So there you go. Thanks to everybody for watching these things, and as always, please, if you like these, share it with someone that you love. Or if you don't like it, share it with someone that you're ambivalent towards. Either way, it is appreciated. You guys who keeps putting the word out so that our viewers on these things increase. So we will see you next time. Bye.